Chapter 6. The Heart of the Sea. After leaving the river of seekers, you followed your mysterious guide's advice to continue into the Orchid's afterlife, only to careen over a waterfall and land in a vast and empty ocean. There must be some way to get out of this place. There are no landmarks in sight, nor any wind with which to move us. Look on the bright side, old boy. Last time we would drop into an ocean from a great height, we'd never boat. Thanks for that, Violet. The alternative is dying, so you're welcome. Luda sleeps from Valex's arms and scrambles over you, eyeing the water nervously. It's okay, buddy. You're not going for a swim this time. You carefully lift Hootis up and onto your shoulders. He clings to you, resting his doughy chin on top of your head. I'm not the rules for movement or just different in the Orchid's afterlife. I told you, everyone, there isn't an Orchid's afterlife. If there was, it would be up there, not where this place is. But if the stars are close to the same, I might be able to figure out where the nearest land should be, once night falls anyway. Does night even fall in the afterlife? We'll have to wait and see. That's your brilliant plan. Send around and do nothing. I don't hear you come up with a better one. You feel one of your ears twitch, picking up a low rumbling, but you lose it in your friends' raised voices. Please, stop. Let me listen. What is it, everyone? Is something wrong? You wave away with concern, closing your eyes to focus on as much detail as you can. There's a soft sound of waves, but if there's no wind, there's something beneath us. Until hit a starboard. Hard to starboard. Until it draws the wheel, and the galleon turns suddenly to the right, narrowly avoiding a massive swell of water. Hold on, Hootis. Your albacore cub scrambles down to your back so you can wrap his arms around your shoulders and hold tight. Come on, take the helm. I know exactly what we need to deal with this. You rush to the ship's wheel as Centauri dashes below deck. Yeah, Valix, give me some wind so I can move us. Me and Valix draw two massive bursts of magic at the sails. The cloth suddenly catches, and the ship begins to move. But then there's a swell of water coming at you from the right, on the starboard side of the boat. You spin the wheel to the left as hard as you can, get most of the ship out of the way before the water slams into it. Yes. Still, the force on the back of the ship is enough to have the deck creaking loudly beneath you. We need to get out of here. I'm working on it. You hand off the wheel to Mal and dash down into the ship's cold, water sloshing around your ankles as you reach the bottom of the steps. You run for the closest cannon and start to aim it, only to freeze when you hear another monstrous shriek. Suddenly, the hull snaps inward. You catch a glimpse of a wall of leathery, barnacled skin before the water sweeps you off your feet. Whoa. Water pours in through the massive hole on the side of the hull, and you barely make it to the stairs without having to swim. You burst onto the deck just as Centauri emerges from the other side, carrying a very large harpoon. Are you sure now's a good time to attack that thing? It's attacking us. She rocks back a little, taking aim with a look of grim determination. Smile, you son of a blood squid. She releases the harpoon, and you see it sink into something solid just below the surface, but then disappears through the water. That doesn't seem good. Another chance. I'll lead it away. As your friends scramble to get your ship moving, you point out to the sea, conjuring up an illusionary replica of your ship, complete with doubles of your friends. The newly created swell of wind catches the raft's sails leaving the illusion behind in its place. Please don't follow. Please don't follow. You sail away as swiftly as you can with a boat full of water, and when a wave reappears, it barrels toward a fake wave. It's going after the illusion. And then you realize the sea and sky is still. The Leviathan is nowhere to be seen. Do we scare it off? I doubt it, but it might have lost interest. What was that thing anyway? Nothing I want to meet in the dark ocean, I'll tell you that. Let's not stick around and find out. We need to get below deck and patch those holes. But as you turn toward the stairs, you hear a horrible crunch. The ship shudders, then suddenly drops. You rush to the hold, only to find nothing waiting for you below. Just jagged wood and dark water. Come on, where's the bottom of the boat? Your eyes go wide as the ship abruptly descends, taking you and the rest of your party with it. Hold your breath, Rudis. You struggle to swim for the surface as the sinking ship seems to drag you down with it. You spin about wildly, searching for any sign of the massive creature that destroyed your ship, but it's nothing. What? Your words come out clear and audible, and when you gasp, there's no water flooding your lungs. You can breathe just as you normally would. Everyone, look. You follow Taro's gaze to the ocean floor. Oh, it's not an ocean floor at all. It's a beautiful, lush forest with towering trees and little ferns and bushes, and it's completely underwater. Idora, what is this? How do I know? It's beautiful. Breathtaking. I don't know about the rest of you, but those trees seem too close together for that monster to squeeze through, so I vote we go there. With our boat gone, I'm not sure we got much of a choice. An odd, almost hushed feeling comes over you. You feel the urge to whisper in reverse, like you're in the presence of something vast and infinite. It's odd, but I feel like I'm meant to be here. I thought you said this wasn't Orchid's afterlife. I didn't think it was, but these are the elements I want in their purest form. Ooh. The seal suddenly swims up into Matora, clicking and baying excitedly. Hello? It's like it recognizes you. I think that's just how all seals sound. Shut the fuck up. You watch as gradually more animals swim out from the bush, approaching your group without any sign of fear. Small octopus curls its tentacles on your fingers, while a sea turtle swims up to Aaron, staring into his eyes. So, is this turtle a god, or... Might as well be. Look at her. And then there are creatures like nothing you ever seen in the world above, each of them with wings that flutter like fins in the water. You beckon the fox closer to you, and it wiggles happily like a puppy as you scratch under its chin. Who's a good fox? You are. Hooters clumsily paddles over to the creature and nudges it with his paw, and soon the two will rolling through the water, playfully wrestling. You look around to find the rest of your party smiling and laughing as they pet and play with the other animals. It's the first moment you all have truly had to pause and relax as dying, but slowly a quiet melancholy begins to overtake you. I'm sorry, guys. As much as I want to, we can't stay long. Ouch. But where do we go? We have no ship, and that monster waits for us above. Tora, I hate legends about the elements. Anything that could help us. Not that I can think of, but I have heard about winged creatures like these in stories of killed Tahana, the Orcus homeland. He was buried in the eruption centuries ago, maybe millennia. At a certain point, Orcus historians just started calling it the time it was. And Tora let out a heavy sigh, and he placed a comforting hand on her back. We don't like to talk about it, but we destroyed our home, stripped it of every resource, and left it a wasteland. We warred over the last dregs of it and stabilized the volcano. I had no choice but to take to the sea. Well, this place certainly isn't a wasteland. Let me reach out to Cade. If he doesn't know anything, he and Cedra can at least do some research for us. Close your eyes and let the rest. You close your eyes and let the rest of the world fall away until you're standing in the royal archives in front of your brother. Owen, there you are. It's been 3 days. It's only been 1 for me. I'm sorry for not reaching out sooner. I know that must have been hard for you after everything. He gives you a sad smile. It's not like it's your fault for the weird time differences between places. Still, I should have checked in with you again, or set a time to. It's just been a really intense day. You give him a quick summary of everything you've seen since you last spoke. I gotta say, Orcus mythology is not my strongest subject. Just see what you can find on massive legendary ocean creatures, and that's what's keeping us from finding our own way out. As you said, the beast was more scaly or sleek. Could I get away with serpentine? I would love a good sea serpent. You can't fight the ballad before the adventure's over. Speaking of, have you found anything about getting us back to the world of the living? Mostly just legends about people coming back from the dead, but maybe there's still something you can use. There was a gardener who was buried with his rare rose bushes, then his grave turned up empty, and now the roses have spread all across Norella. Could be a grave robber, one with an especially green dub. Then there was an orc whose body was put out to sea. One from the wake up, claimed the massive jellyfish said it wasn't his time. And a gentleman thief who the king's best executioners they managed to kill. Every time they tried, she got back up. Sounds like nature has something to do with it. Between the roses and the jellyfish. That doesn't really explain the thief though. He's a city dweller. So we're still not close to an answer then. I'll change focus and start looking into this creature you're dealing with. So maybe wait a few hours and reach out again. And everyone, please be safe. I will be. You sever the connection. Open your eyes to find the animals scattered around, holding a collection of seaweed, Regan, and other flowsome. What's all this? It seems you have quite the affinity for the creatures here. The seal nudges you forward as the others lay their work out on the ocean floor, revealing an outfit made from the sea herself. While you were talking to Cage, they all started piling things up. They were remarkably adept craftsmen. You reach out to run your fingers over the surprisingly soft leather, admiring the various decorative details. I think this is the sea's way of saying she smiles upon you. Looks lightweight and easy to move in. You'll be swimming circles around the rest of us. And the beast that assails us. Will the elements outfit to better adapt to your environment and create maneuverability for the dangers ahead. You may even be able to get up close to the Leviathan and live to tell the tale. My nipple's showing. Scandalous. You almost drop the clothes into your hands, and you disappear into the trees to get changed. You swim back, feel 10 times lighter, moving through the water with ease. This is so much better for swimming in. You're as powerful as the sea, I want, and twice as lovely. Let's keep the blasphemy to a minimum over here. Alright, Tyrell? Pretty sure she wouldn't mind. You look great, Lambert. Indeed. We see how much of your impressive physique of this way. Yeah, that I want. You got an impressive physique. You look wonderful. Doesn't he, Aaron? Aaron's cheeks flushed pink. Yes. It's an impressive work of marine craftsmanship. You did it worse than Violet. But I can understand getting a little tongue-tied. You're a sight for sore eyes, kid. What? Sorry, every time I see the seal, I'm just reminded of that dumb one line. The seal goes up to Endora. Ark. Elrond. Oh, look, Endora. It's like it knows you. Mao. I think that's what all seas say. Like, I think this is the sound seals make. Like, he's calling her a board. Like, oh my god. Like, oh! Hey, Endora, this seal recognizes you. Pretty sure all seals say that. I want. That's just how to talk. It was so dumb. And it took me a second to get it. Anyways, the animals swim between you all a final time before disappearing into the flooded forest, and you turn back to your friends. So time's passing quicker in the living world than here, which means Kate will hopefully have an answer soon, so we're sure to get some rest. I don't think I can sit still, even if I wanted to. I'm gonna go scout the perimeter, see what other wonders are down here. As the door marches off, you get settled on the forest floor. Mao, Nia, Tyrell sit closer to you, while Valix and Aaron hover at the edge of the circle. I'm glad she's feeling better. Before we got here, I think she was having a really hard time thinking her beliefs might have been wrong. That's why I recommend not believing in anything at all. I find my faith in things like the good of humanity shaken enough. Worrying about the light and gods is a little too much. I suppose I can't blame you for that. Especially when said gods were trying to kill us. Again. Suddenly, Charles stands up with a scowl. Darrell, what's wrong? I wanted to look in on Dora and my father. Fuck you, I can't read. I wanted to look in on Adrena and my father to make sure they were alright. They were at the council houses. Oh, great. What the elves do now? They're using my death as an excuse to pull out their alliances with the dwarves and the Ashen. Why would they do that? They're happy to exploit the dwarves' connections to true magic, but will they invite them into their homes? Of course not. And they treat the Ashen even worse, even though our deities created this problem. Deities, whatever. It's a lot to unlearn, Tyrell. It took time for you too, and you're still learning every day. They're not learning at all. He sighs, spent and embarrassed. I'm sorry for my outburst, Elrond. Everyone. So I love makes you care. That's hardly something worth commending. It is when you remember how stoic you were when we first met. Come a long way from that angry warrior out of vengeance. It's admirable to see how hard you're working to make things right. And very, very attractive. I dig you, Edward. I really wish I made a bigger difference. There has to be something we can do to fix it. Adrena and my father are trying to reason with the houses, but they're struggling without me. I failed them twice now. Tyrell, that's not true. It's not a personal failing, Tyrell. I've dealt with the same thing in the temple. I was afraid to look in on them again. I can think of at least 5 priests who try to turn to older ways in my absence. And yet you've done so much good already. The kids at the orphanage, All the young mages and the priestesses who are finding new confidence with your guidance. Hells, when I saw you dressed in the crowd in the temple, I saw a better way forward, and it seemed like everyone there agreed. Oh, everyone? That's so kind. It's not kind, it's true. I bet if you look in the right place, you'll see people carrying on your legacy even now. It's not just the old priests I worry about, though. My own father was so eager to hold me up as some kind of paragon. They missed my lessons completely. I just wish I knew what Scholar Vash would say about all this. He's so good at reminding me that the light can change anything. Yeah, do you think you could pray for my mother? Mal refused to meet her gaze, but Nia places her hand over her heart, nearly overcome. Of course, Mal. It would be my honor. Doesn't mean anything to me, to be clear. But I figure it can't hurt, hedge up at best. You're still worried about her. I've got to be good. I don't know if she'll remember me when I see her again. And I know that she's at peace with that, but I'm not. I just realized, how many of us belong to the Dead Mothers Club? Aaron, do we have a coat of arms or some kind? Mascot? Perhaps one of those little dogs that's very close to the ground. Mal suddenly stands and grabs the front of Aaron's vest, getting in his face. For once in your life, Prince Link, learn to shut up. I think we're all a little on edge. We've had a long day, Mal. You need to let go of him. And Aaron, you need to stop antagonizing people because you're having an emotion. I don't. Yes, you do. The same way that both of you make witty remarks when you're feeling vulnerable. So stop it, please, and apologize. I'm sorry for my callous remarks. Sorry for me punching you. I didn't have that effect on people. In the corner of your eye, you notice Valice grinding the toe of her boot into the soil. Her eyes vacant, like she didn't even notice the argument. You're right over there. You hardly said 2 words since we stopped to rest. What? Oh. I appreciate your concern, Avant. I'm fine. Before you can question her further, your daughter comes swimming back into the clearing, grinning. Come here. You had to see this. You'll follow her begrudgingly at first, but when she leads you into an air-filled cavern with branching tunnels, you're all stunned. Each tunnel takes you to a different part of the elements. There's a hot spring over there, in a jungle, in a coral reef, and 2 different forest glades in different seasons. Also, the snow. That's incredible. Mal leans in to you as he heads for a tunnel that smells like rain and flowers, a jungle visible in the distance. You know, Kit? Vines have a lot of uses. All of them innocent, I'm sure. That's up to you. Tail smiles softly as he approaches you, and you reach out to tuck a loose strand of his hair behind his ear. The forest in autumn seems the most peaceful to me. The perfect place to be alone. You don't want company? I was actually hoping that the 2 of us could be alone there. Not keep that in mind. Vals approaches you sheepishly. You take her hand, and your thumb over the back of her knuckles. Are you sure nothing's bothering you? I suppose there is something. Nothing monumental, but if you want to come with me to the hot springs, perhaps we could talk about it. She gives your hand a quick squeeze, then dashes down one of the tunnels before you can respond. As every such burst, Aaron cautiously walks up to you. I'd like to apologize for my earlier behavior. I know words often don't mean much, but if you come with me to the glade, perhaps I can do something to bring it up to you. Somehow, I don't get the sense you're talking about being on your best behavior. I'll be whatever you want me to be, Avant. His brown eyes linger on yours for a moment before he heads down the tunnel that smells like fresh grass and honeyed flowers. Mtora sidles up to you with a grin, nodding her head toward one of the tunnels where a handful of fish are gathered. I was gonna check out the coral reef. I got some big plans for it. What kind of plans? You just have to follow me if you want to find out. She winks at you, then heads down a tunnel that smells of fresh and salt air. You watch as everyone splits off, leaving you with multitude of possibilities. Spend some time enjoying nature with your companions with the opportunity to share an intimate moment together. I was gonna pick whoever went to the fucking snow one. None of them went to the snow one. Do you guys hate snow? I was gonna just go with whoever was going to the fucking snow. But no one wants to go to the snow. Fuck all of you. I'm just gonna rest here. Fuck all of you. It's only because he said something about fall. And, you know, fall's the closest to winter. So, you know, I'll take it. For winter and going in the snow, not fall and the leaves, but yeah, whatever, I'll take it. Take any chance to be cold while we're going into summer. Crisp, clear autumn air greets you as you emerge from the tunnel to find Tyrell standing in the forest glade, surrounded by a symphony of reds and oranges. Tyrell, this is incredible, isn't it? It is quite the marvel how the trees can change themselves overnight. We never had fall under the melt. It's one of the wonders I discovered after leaving. Hang on, there aren't seasons in Undermount? No excitement over the spring's first bloom? No snow in the winter? No snow in the winter? It's underground, I want. Though there was often snow at the gates, so I had seen that before. No snow? I couldn't live there. But we maintained our gardens with magic, so they were always in season, part of our perfect illusion. That sounds boring. I believe the council of houses would call it reliable. But they're missing out on so much. I mean, just look at this place. I don't disagree, everyone. But Undermount has never been able to see the beauty and change and growth. They prefer to stay in the comfortable little world they created, no matter how costly. Because keeping it all up takes light. Yes, my people would rather give up their own lives than embrace anything new. Are you feeling any better? Out peeking in on them earlier? Tyrell had a sigh as he plucks a leaf from the air when it flutters down from one of the trees. I'm trying to make peace with the idea that the elves will never live up to our ideals. More so, that those ideas may be even more broken than we are. I think that just means it's time to find a new one. I think it just means that it's time to find some new ones. Indeed, ideals that embrace being part of a much larger whole, where every voice is valuable. But given how the elves refuse to learn anything from their past mistakes. If it makes you feel better, I think that's true of Morellians too. Perhaps the house is the key for all of us. If we can expose and follow lies the source, then we can fix the world above. It's a nice thing to hope. But it's also not your sole responsibility to make the elves better. I shall endeavor to remember that. He drops the leaf he was holding, both you watching as it joins the dozens of others living on the forest floor. How are you doing, everyone, given our current situation? I'm struggling to see a path forward. I'm glad we have a kid to do research, but it seems like no one fully knows how this place works. I don't know how I'm supposed to make decisions when I don't have anything I can depend on. He places his hand on your shoulder. You can depend on us, Elrond. We are here for you, no matter what happens, and we all serve a purpose, even Mal. Seems like his humor is finally rubbed off on you. Wait. Okay. Ow. Ow. My little woman plushie fell from by my head and off the bed and rolled over. Ow. It's like a porch door. So I just leaned over my bed frame to get it. And I just punctured right above my ribs, right below my, you know what. And it hurt. Ah. Hold on. And in 3, 2, 1. We are burdened with a terrible purpose, everyone. We must find joy and amusement where we can. Maybe we both need to remember that we're single people and not gods. Even the gods are not really gods. Exactly. No one can do it alone, and I am so fortunate to have you by my side. I would like to have you. What the hero of Mirella asks for, he shall receive. You spoil me. You wrap your arms around his shoulders, pulling him close so you can kiss his neck, to the perfect angle of his jawline. His body melts into yours at the touch of your lips and his skin. The soft sigh of his breath stirring your hair. You're so beautiful, Tyrell. And you, Erwin, are a sea of stars over an ocean of moonlight. Sounds like you have more poetry for me. You seemed very inspired last time. His cheeks flush. Yes, of course, if you like. You give him one long, gentle kiss, a whisper against his lips. I would like it very much. He lowers you to the forest floor. Your crunch of the leaves beneath your bodies are already entwined as they were meant to be. Everything between you feels perfectly in sync. With quiet breaths, your pounding hearts. Like blood and water, he is eternal and inferior. A mystery for you can solve. A puzzle box be opened. How like a statue he stands, too proud and too strong to let the cracks show. He kisses you long and slow, his touch making you melt further and further into his hands. His hair flows like silk as it brushes your shoulders, a gentle teasing caress bolstered by the breeze. Tyrell. He smiles against your lips as he strokes your body with an aching slowness that fills you with desperate need. His gaze is full of adoration, drinking you in as if you're his first sip of water he's been offered after days in the desert. Let me be your mason. Fuck you. Let me be your mason, oh great light, great patron. I will honor your wounds, fill them with pearls from the sea and diamonds from beneath the earth. Your face stings from the flush of blood in your cheeks. Your chest heaves against his light, powerful hands. I want even more of you. There's no greater honor than this I want. He slowly moves your clothes, treating each item with the same care he always gives you. Then he stands back, ice blue eyes glittering in awe and adoration. Where's my poetry, Lord Starfairy? He shakes his head as if waking from a dream. Even his gaze dances over your body, the same softness as the breeze. Then, he's finally stepping closer, wrapping you up in his perfect arms. The sight of you often drives all the thought from my head. He kisses down your neck, cupping your cheek in one hand while the other glides down your side. The effect of his fingertips on your bare skin is both delicious and dizzying. So why don't I show you how you make me feel? His hand slips lower, teasingly, grazing the juncture of your hip, and you cling to his shoulders, arching into his touch. You shiver his lips graze the shell of your ear, your own shallow breaths filling the space between you. Yes, Tyrell, He tears at his clothes. Those torture stains that stand between you and what you desire. Then you press him into the leaf-covered ground, taking a moment to admire the beauty of his bare form. I like his underwear better. Gorgeous. And all mine. Yours. Terrell, do you want me to take you? Please, I want. His skin is silky smooth against your rough, callous fingers as you slide your hand down his chest, working your way lower. You take him in your hand, smiling as his hips immediately buck up to the simple touch. Shh, I've got you. He turns away from you, risking... What? Huh? He turns away from you, rising to his knees, and you blanket his body with your own as he chases your every touch. It is your favorite Tyrell, the hungry, pleading version no one gets to see but you. I need you. You bring your hips to his, gasping as you're surrounded by the warmth of him, and he cries out, arching up against you. And that's a low groan. She set up a rhythm, stroking him in time with every thrust. You're perfect. The friction feels unbearably good, bringing you both close to the edge, so near the tipping point. Put a tantalizing kiss to the back of his shoulder as you slow your hips, wanting to savor the perfect feeling of him. Elrond. He turns his head to look back at you over his shoulder, especially in pleading, every part of him begging for more. You continue to tease him like this, pulling moans and couplets from his tongue, till all you want to do is look into his beautiful eyes. Just let go. You have hitches in your throat as you meet Terrell's gaze. The pure affection and desire you find there overwhelming. All it takes are a few more shifts of your body, and both of you go tumbling over the edge. Elrond, Celestial. Fall, waiting for you. I hate you so much, game. Two of you wind up cuddled together beneath the trees, Terrell whispering sweet lines of poetry in your ear. He's not copper, no marble, clay, or precious gold. He's a river, an island, a forest ever growing beneath my reach. River growing ever beyond my reach, beyond. Lungs burning, limbs aching, I pursue, begging the stars to return the sun to me. Then he gives you a self-conscious laugh before pressing his forehead to yours. I get a little stuck after that. You kiss him softly, steal another taste of him as your fingers curl in his soft, dark hair. I'll just have to keep inspiring you then. My Devalir, Cuvalier, my love and light. My Cuvalier, my beloved. The back and forth between these two, I make them sound the same unintentionally. Not much difference. It doesn't sound like it. If you were to close your eyes and listen to me read. It's not my fault I had the same... Okay, I guess it is my fault that I decided to have the same low voice for both of them. Whatever. And I can't even do that voice. I don't know why I do that. I especially when it's gonna be like one of the main characters. Hey, let's try to read in a voice that's hard for you to speak in. Yeah, let's do that. You lose yourself in his lips as red and gold leaves continue to flutter down all around you. No, it's dirty diamonds. No, that's dirty each. No. And no one's going to the snow one, so I don't want to go with any of you. So fuck you all. If one of you went to the snow one, I would have chose you, and that would have been it. But no. Hell, I was willing to go with anyone that wasn't Tyrell. If any of them went to the snow, but no. Hell, I was actually... I was actually hella fucking tempted to just like, you know what? I'ma save my goddamn diamonds and not go with any of you. Since all you bitches want to refuse the snow. Like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Like,
Screw you guys, I'm going home. But Carmen, we're trying to... screw you guys,
like I'll go to the storm by my goddamn self. As everyone regathers back in the cave, you feel a rush of emotion shake. You feel a rush of emotion shake it. Is this that thing again? How did it find us? I thought you said it couldn't make it through the trees. I did. Just one problem. He points out the cavern, where once stood a corpse of towering trees, is now only an open space of sand. They're having torn down. It's as though someone banished them. A wave of force shakes the cavern. You nearly dodge a series of rocks as they come tumbling from above. We need to get out of here before the cave collapses. Whew. Out of here. Me not there, where the giant monster is. It's okay, I predict his movements. Find that calm center inside yourself as you imagine the front of the cavern in your mind's eye. Everything is still as you and your party venture out into the sandy clearing. Then a shadow passes over you, and a storm of lightning flashes out at you. Your eyes should open. The monster has magic, electricity, and I don't know what else, but we need to be careful. If we can draw his first attack, hopefully it will need some time to recover and to make a run or swim for it. Sounds like a plan. You all hover at the mouth of the cave where a nightmare fills the entirety of your view. A huge whale, larger than you could ever fully comprehend, shoots out a bolt of lightning right at your party, just as you envisioned. Okay, run. You feel the clothes you got from the animals spring to life. Make a move into the water as easy as running. You dodge the lightning with ease. Only turtles can make things this fast. They're not slow underwater. You try to make your way to the trees, but Aaron isn't as strong a swimmer as the rest of you. You lag behind, and you see the whale's horn crackle with energy as it rapidly approaches. Erland. What's the fourth option that says, bye, Aaron? The dwarven shield lights at your touch, a cone of frost spreading over it like a chilly autumn morning. You drive forward, covering both you and Aaron with the shield. The bolt of lightning strikes icy covered metal, sending icicles flying back at it. Let's go. Thank you. No time for thanks. Get the cover. You and your party finally reach the tree line, when the trees themselves begin to melt into nothingness. What is this place? You look back at the whale that is rapidly gaining on you, and Doris swims forward, spectacle assets in hand. I'm the one you want. Come on. The whale speeds toward her, its mouth open wider and wider. That's the whale sound. Then it goes around her, leaving a swirl of water in its wake. What the? The Leviathan bears down on you, its massive maw dreading to swallow you whole. You squint as you meet the whale's gaze, blast of magic pouring out from you. The whale recoils, pupils widening. That should buy some time. What do we do, Kit? Look around, unsure where to go when every piece of the world seems to disappear, said the great creature. Back to the cave. We need to wait it out. You turn back the way you came, only for the whale to bear down on you once again. Real noise. It opens its mouth wide, and you feel the current begin to pull you all towards its jaws. I don't know how much longer I can keep swimming like this. Dude, maybe we stop fighting it. What? Are you mad? Let the current pull you in, and then swim under it. We can hide in the shadow. Not gonna work. Take a steadying breath as you stop fighting the current, barreling toward the whale's mouth at terrifying speed. But at the last moment, you dive down as fast as you can, your friends following. The whale turns its head left and right in confusion, its massive fins threatening to smash into you. You reach up with your sight as you slide under the whale's underside. Got you now. Your blade only makes a shallow cut. But your blade only makes a shallow cut, hardly piercing the creature's soft stomach. This beast is even tougher than it appears. You feel the beast turn with one mental flop. You feel the beast turn with one monumental flap of its great tail, and then it stare you down once more. Uh-oh. Any chance that docking cover trick will work twice? It's all we got. But the current that pulls from the left right is maw is twice as strong this time, and you go careening toward the dark, wet tunnel before you. You flail and struggle as you disappear into the sinister shadows of the vines and throw the rest of your friends at your side. Except Tora. Aaron! Wait, I'm coming! You look back to see Tora swimming desperately after you, so the current is infecting her. Then the great whale's mouth closes, and she's gone.